Hey everyone, I'm Sophie. I am Teach2AI on all socials. I hope you enjoyed my session about Humy. Feel free to send me a comment or DM on Facebook or reach out to me on any of my socials. I can give you a free month of that software to try out with your class. If you have any questions, please drop them on Facebook or on here. How are your students working with the AI? Any considerations that need to be made for student privacy that you know of? In general or with Humy, I'm not sure what the question's asking, but your students are chatting with the chatbot and then no any considerations. Yeah, so they actually don't even need to make an account. They just need to enter their first name and last initial. Or if you're really concerned about privacy, you can give them a number or a code name. But the nice thing is they don't even need to make an account. So there's really no privacy concerns at all with Humy. Other programs, yes. ChatGPT, absolutely. Never use names or sensitive data in there, ever. How have my students worked with Humy? What are their reactions? Great question. They are really excited to work with it. I work at a school where we have very limited technology, so we only get computers maybe once every week, once every 2 weeks. But most students find social studies very boring. But when we are able to chat with these figures and have interviews or debates or answer questions with them, or even find out more about a historical event like something that happened in World War I or World War II that we're learning about, they really enjoy it. So they usually ask for more, and they always want to talk with people who aren't on there, like YouTubers and stuff. So, but yeah, other than that, they love it, and they're always asking for more for sure. But yeah, they much prefer learning about an event through Humy rather than reading a textbook. I have not had students interact inappropriately, but that's filtered by the teacher getting a notification that they're using inappropriate language. And then the teacher can make the decision from there on if what they want to do. What other AI have you used in the classroom, and how do you decide which AI to use? Great question. I use ChatGPT on a daily basis. I pay for the Pro subscription, and I use that all the time just for helping me explain tough concepts. I use it for email tone. So what I will do is I will just brain dump an email I need to write into ChatGPT and say, write this with a professional and friendly tone. Obviously, I never use student names, addresses, teacher names, parent names. I often just use Billy and Sue or whatever, like just random names, and then iterate from there. But yeah, I think if you know how to prompt really well, I would use an LLM just to start, because I know it's super, super overwhelming with all the tools out there. But yeah, so that's what I've used. I've also used Eduade quite a bit. I love Eduade. It's my very favorite tool for anything teacher-facing AI. It's completely free as well. And then what other tools have I used? Let me think. Other than Humy, I've tried out a lot of tools. I've used them on my own or to create videos or stuff like that. But again, like I said, I don't have tons of computer access. What other tool have I used at school? Yeah, my off time, I'm using everything, but actual at school, yeah, I really resort to any LLM super often. I also use Dolly, the image generator, and I've had students using the Canva image generator as well. We did a project on immigrants to Canada, fictional. It was like immigrant stories to Canada, and it was fictional immigrants to Canada, and they were able to generate portraits of their assigned immigrant that they were researching. What do you think about GPT-4 and custom GPTs? I love them. And I love GPT-4. I will never complain about having to pay for it. I mean, there's lots of different other LLMs that you can use. I know Gemini is excellent. I just didn't want to overwhelm myself. Any custom GPTs that you use most frequently? Yeah, for sure. I use my custom report card GPT that I made for myself very often for writing comments. I also use a couple different GPTs for my own social branding and my own like side business I have through my TikTok and content. So I use like LinkedIn post generators, content ideation GPTs, um, video analysis GPTs. Just search for what you're looking for. And but yeah, like personally for teaching, I use my own custom report card generator GPT. I have a full tutorial link in my bio if you want to check that out on how to make your own, because I know every school has very different report card guidelines and specificities. But you do need to pay to access custom GPTs. You can also create custom chatbots on Humy as well if you don't want to pay for anything. Yeah. Oh, I just thought of another one I used in my class. I've used Ghibli in my class for gamification. Super fun. And I like how it's a Canadian company. I'm Canadian, so they also have French options, which a lot of AI sites don't have. Do I have any frequently asked questions that you get about Humi that you want to cover? I think every tool people ask, the very first thing they ask is it free? Which it is. There's a free trial. And then if you are interested in having a longer free trial, please just message me. Again, I can get you that, no problem. Secondly is about privacy concerns, which there really aren't any because students are not required to insert any sort of identifiable information if they're not using their names because they don't need a login. Thirdly, is there pre-made lessons and assignments on there? Yep, there are lots, as I showed in the my little webinar there. But yeah, so there's tons, and then it also has the ability to create your own graded assignments. So the AI can do some of the assessment, and then of course you're not going to use that as your final end all be all, but you can easily look at it and see what data you need to adjust your teaching if kids are understanding this but not that. So that's a huge one there. What characters do we have? Honestly, we have over 1,000. Like anything you can think of. We even have like, for example, like we even have characters that aren't actual people, like trench soldier or something from World War I, or early hominin, like anything. Like literally anything you can find. And then if there's a character that you don't want, that you can't find, you can easily just email support and they'll add it for you. Other FAQs. Oh, our district and school license available? Yep, absolutely. They come discounted teacher licenses. So yeah, just reach out if you're interested in that, or if you want to even pilot it for your school, for sure, for your history department. Where does the AI get its information from? So yeah, so most of these, actually all of these tools are ChatGPT wrappers. So meaning that they get most of their data from GPT. However, Humy does have alternate resources like primary resources. We're partnering with Ash, oh, I can't remember what it's called, but a university that has a huge archive of historical data. So we're upping the credibility of all the responses from our Humies, which is great. So I think, yeah, it'll be I think it's going to be the only AI tool that will have credible resources, student-facing AI. So keep an eye out for that. If anyone is interested in getting like more free stuff from Humy, like merch, swag, whatever. They also have an ambassador program. If you're looking to exit the classroom and you want to get some ed tech experience, they can provide that for you. So yeah, reach out to me if you want to join that group. I can definitely help you out with that, or share it with your friends if you know of anyone who wants to have a little side hustle, or yeah, again, gain some business ed tech liaison experience. My product that I offered in the Power Pack is my AI for Education resource database. So it's a massive database where I have pretty much every tool I've ever heard of, organized by type of tool, function, subjects covered, age, price, usability, etc. And then I have a prompt library I'm working on. I've got AI policy resources. I've got student-facing AI sites, AI literacy lessons. Literally, there's like 10 tabs in this database. So anything you could ever imagine about teacher AI is in there or will be added soon. So definitely check that out. It's nice to have it all in one place because sometimes I feel like I'm just so overwhelmed with everything coming out. So if you're feeling like that too, I'd suggest checking it out. So let me feel overwhelmed so you don't have to. My link in my bio is stan.store/teach2AI. And that's the number 2. I'm so jealous of everyone who got to go to the air show and ISTE coming up. Like, I don't finish school till June 29th. So I'm very jealous. Have fun. I'm taking a leave of absence from teaching next year. So I'm so excited to be able to actually go to these conferences and learn. So yeah. Will I be working with Humy full time next year? Yep. I'll be working with Humy full time. And then also continuing with my own content creation part time. Yeah, but I'm really excited. I started my TikTok in July and have been working super hard and consistently with that. And then working with Humy and learning all the ins and outs of startup life, business development, ed tech, and like it's been so awesome, and I'm absolutely in love with it. And I've also been super burnt out, as we all are. So I'm so excited to be able to give that a try next year. And my division has given me a leave of absence, so I can come back after a year or two if I want to. So yeah, I'll be working with them full time next year, traveling, doing PD conferences. So if you and teaching other teachers how to use AI, which is really my passion. So if you're interested in, I never thought that could be my life next year, but it just put yourself out there, get any experience you can, and maybe that could be something you can get into one day. But yeah, if you're interested in learning or in even getting any sort of ed tech experience, please DM me because I can help you out or contact me in any way. I'm also curious about, I know primarily people here are from the United States. I'm very curious about like what are your AI policies in your school, or like how much is your school talking about AI? Because the nice thing is about my school district and me, no one's talking about it. No one uses it except me, actually, well, other than the teachers I've gotten to use it in my school. Um, Admin is a bit cool, whatever. Like, yeah, like AI is cool. It's scary, whatever. But my division has no policies, nothing. Like, no one's talking about it. They had like one half day PD. So it's really nice because I can kind of experiment and do what I want, obviously within reason. I always check privacy and stuff like that. And like I said, I haven't used a ton, but I'm so curious. Like, I know in my comments on TikTok, I see people being like, oh, this is blocked at my school, or I can't use this, or they blocked everything, or they blocked Brisk, or whatever. I'm just like, oh, that's crazy. But that's pretty on par for Canada, though. We're usually about 6 months to a year behind or more from any sort of development that other countries have been having. So, and we also don't have tech coaches or like instructional technology people. So I'm so jealous of all your jobs. I see a lot of people are like tech coaches, instructional tech. Um, yeah, like that get to go into classrooms and help teachers and students use technology. So that's really awesome. We don't have those. So, okay, perfect. So, not getting more comments right now, but I'm going to tune in later to the comments in case people tune in a little later during the replay. Awesome. Yeah, thanks for coming. And I hope we can connect soon outside of the conference. It was nice to meet all of you, and I hope you have a great day.